Alright, that video stopped because whatever, something to do with storage on my phone or whatever. I don't even know. Who cares? I don't know. I guess that's all I really have to say about that. I just, wanted to, you know, because parents who, have the money to pay, you know, and don't pay, especially the fathers, you make people like myself that are actually in predicaments, you know, doesn't really matter what the predicament is, but just a predicament, especially in the predicament that I'm in, you give us a bad name, because you guys run around and, have the money but don't give it. Then, just that's why fathers have that stigma, is because, and mothers should have it too, but whatever, man, it's just the way it is. But I just, I saw that on Instagram and I didn't respect that at all. I mean, I don't know if he has access to. I don't know anything about that guy. They hardly let him speak. I mean, I don't know, but whatever. It's just like it wasn't really about that post or that particular person, because I don't know enough about him or his situation to even really comment in a real way. But I know that there's a lot of people out there who, you know, have the opportunity to just have beautiful relationships with their kids, and for whatever reason, I don't even know, whatever. It's just like, if you got it, give it, unless, of course, you're in a situation like me, which, no, don't give it. I mean, don't sit there and not give at all. But what you need to do is just, not enable the situation either. I mean, give just enough, but at the same time, really, I mean, you don't want to be an enabler either, because I mean, if you just give and 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 give in a situation like that, such as my situation, you're hurting your child. You're hurting your child, because at that point you're just enabling the other parent to, to just stay wherever they're at, and, to do whatever they're doing, and you're not helping the situation. So sometimes the best thing to do is just kind of kick back on some of it, and to, not really do what you should do legally, because sometimes, a lot of times, legally, this justice system is crazy, it's broken, and it's immoral, and they don't care about you, they don't care about your kids, they just care about themselves. I mean, honestly. um but I mean, they'll tell you something different, but really, I mean, actions speak louder than words, man. I could sit here and tell you I'm a tree, but at the end of the day, I'm still a person. It doesn't mean you can say whatever, you be whoever you want to be, say whatever you want to say, but actions speak and words mean nothing. So I learned that at a very young age, especially when it comes to these court systems out there, family courts and whatnot. But you know, I don't know. That's all I really want to say. Don't enable it. Don't enable the situation. But at the same time, I mean, if you got it, and you're in a good situation, and you're not being kept from seeing your kid, in an unjust way. Now, if there's abuse, or if there's something you did to your significant other, or to the kid, or to yourself, or whatever, then second chances should always be given. Nobody ever deserves to just get one chance and that's it. That's crazy. But in order to get that second chance, go get help. Seek God on it, and you know, uh, just seek help. Get help, and then once you're helped, then, I mean, if you're still being denied your kid, if your kid denies you, then that's between you and your kid. But if your kid's not denying you, and somebody else is denying you of your kid after you've gotten the help you need, well, then, then that's just some crazy stuff. Then you really need to really, kind of pursue at that point. But situations like myself, where we didn't, do anything to anyone, the mother or whoever, father, whatever, you know, I mean, but I mean, like, if you're in a situation like myself, then you don't want to enable the situation. That's the last thing you want to do. At least that's what I didn't want to do, because that's the only way. I thought that was best for, for my situation, to get that woman to come out from wherever she was, you know, uh, because, like I said, I mean, she just, like, kind of dipped off into the middle of nowhere. And I didn't even know where she was for, 13 years, man. And I tried to call the courts, and the courts didn't care. They didn't want to do their job. They didn't care. They didn't help me when they had the chance. So, I mean, I didn't really expect too much of them at that point. But that they really kept me from, they wouldn't tell me where she was or anything. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I mean, you know but I'm just trying. I'm just basically, trying to help somebody out, somebody else out with this video. Maybe reach somebody or whatever. But I mean, if you got it, give it, but give your time more importantly, because at the end of the day, you know, if all you have to give is money, then that's not good enough, man. If you, I mean, really, time is more important than money, really, because any fool can write a check. That's not love. Love is time spent as long as it's done with pure motives, you know. But I mean, if you're spending time with your kid and doing all kinds of stuff for them just to manipulate them and buying them cell phones and clothes and just manipulating them, you know, well, then that's not good. Then that's not time well spent. Then you're just being an idiot. But you know, um, you know, I mean, if you're doing it in a pure way, well, then that's more than anything that this world can ever offer that child financially. So then at that point, you're doing the right thing. So that's all I have to say.